Hello, this is Miss Rosita. Today our lesson is graphing a linear equation. And before we begin, you need to know, people, to graph a line, you need two things. First thing is if I have a point and a slope, I can graph a line. If I have given 2 points, I can graph a line. Now let us begin graphing an equation in the form point slope form, and this is the formula that you need to remember. Now, in order to remember that the name of this is point slope, because I don't want you to be confused if the equations are already there, you cannot identify the point. What form of equation? If I see this m, I know this is slope. If I see x1, y1, I know this is the coordinate of the point. So let me write down here at this side what does m mean, and x1, y1 is the coordinate of a point. So now I have point, slope. So this is point, slope form. And I can graph it. Now let us begin graphing. And here, as I graph, I will graph this y minus 1 equals 1/2 x minus 4. I will show the graph and I will show the table from this equation. And at the same time, I will show you how to determine the key features. We have 4 key features. So let us start graphing. First, I need to identify the slope. So therefore, here, I know the slope is 1/2. And we said the slope is rise over 1. So that means you go up 1 and then to the right 2. And I'm going to put the arrow here going up, and then this is to the right. Slope is, we can say, movement, right? Because you move before you go to another point. Now, let us end the point. We need to identify the point. We said this is the point. Okay? So, this is x1. I follow the pattern x minus x1. So, this is x minus 4. So, therefore, this 4 is the x coordinate. For the y coordinate, it says y minus y1. So, y minus 1. So, therefore, this one is the y coordinate. So, the coordinate is 4, 1. Okay? So, let us begin graphing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I'm going to label it 4, 1. Okay? To determine the next point, I follow the movement. I go up 1, to the right 2, point. And I know the coordinate of this point will be what? 6, 2. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. Okay. Next point on this side, I go opposite, go down 1, to the left 2, point. Go down 1, to the left 2, point. Go down 1, to the left 2, point. 1 to the left 2, point. Now I will connect these points. And when you draw a line, be sure you put this arrow at the end, both ends, because the line is infinite. And I will label my line. Okay? So let's see. Does this line contain 4, 1? Oh, there you go, 4, 1. Is the slope 1/2? Go up 1 to the right 2. Go up 1 to the right 2. So therefore, correct. The slope is positive, so the line is going up. Okay? So, let us create the table of the graph. I begin on this point. So, this equation will contain the point 6, 2. And then 4, 1, another point, This is 2, 0, and this is negative 1, 0, and this is negative 2, negative 2. I still have 1 point, but there will be infinite point. Did you follow along with me? Okay. Now that we have the graph, let us identify the key features. The y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. So if I look at this line, this is my y-intercept. I'm gonna label it. This is the y-intercept, and the coordinate will be 6241. This is 20. I'm sorry, student. This should be 0, negative 1. Sorry for my mistake. Negative 2, negative 2. So now the y-intercept is 0, negative 1. This is it. X is 0, y is negative 1. Okay? And the x-intercept, this is our x-intercept. The x-intercept is where the line crosses the x-axis. So I'm gonna label it. And the coordinate will be 2, 0. Now, I will post on this x-intercept and y-intercept. This is very important, student. Be sure that when you are asked the coordinate for x-intercept, you have a number on the x and y is 0. If you are asked for the y-intercept, there should be number on the y coordinate and x is 0. Again, that is very important. Okay? Now, take note that the x-intercept, there is another name for that, and this is called a 0. Okay? So, let us write down the key features. The y-intercept is 0, negative 1. Y-intercept, there is a number on the y. X is 0. X-intercept is 2, 0. X-intercept, there is a number on the x, and then y is 0. And 0 will be the same thing as the x-intercept. Very important. They might ask you about the 0, so you know it is x-intercept. And the slope, of course, is 1/2. The slope is 1/2. Now, the slope is positive, so therefore the line is going up. You will say the type of the slope is positive. I hope I clarify things. So on this video, we handle graphing, we handle the table, and we handle the features of a linear graph. If the table is given, let's go back here. If the table is given, we know that if one coordinate is 0, that is the intercept. Okay? How will you identify if it is y or x-intercept? If you have number on the x, that is the x-intercept. Okay? Here, one number is 0. This should be an intercept. But what kind of intercept? If x is 0, there is a number on the y. So that is the y-intercept. So x-intercept is also called a 0. Okay? I hope you remember all of these things.